Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. It's an exciting build up to the Minara Business Awards 2022 on the 28th of October, inshallah, that Hilaal TV is proud to be broadcasting live. You know, in the build up, we're talking to a few of the nominees, understanding their story, profiling them a bit, but, more as a reason of inspiration and hope to the viewers and anyone watching on Hilaal TV. With me today is Yusuf Bucks from MFA or Multi-Wood Furniture and Appliances. Assalamu alaikum, Yusuf. Jazakallah for joining us.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you so much for having me.
No, it's only a pleasure. And, it's so nice to reconnect. I think we haven't, connected for a few years. Yusuf, start with a little bit about the story, about how you started and where you are today, and we'll gain a few lessons from that, inshallah.
First, alhamdulillah, my journey started actually when I was around 13 years old.
Okay.
Left school in Standard 5 and started working from then. And by the age of about 17, my brother and I started a little business in Harding, and we ran that for a short period of time. And then I got back to Port Shepstone, and my granddad had a furniture factory which was closed for a couple of years.
Okay.
Then I actually asked him to give me a shot at it. We had some equipment, and that was actually the stepping stone in getting started. So alhamdulillah, that was a start to the journey when I opened that furniture factory, and it was all hard work from there.
And tell us about a few of the lessons. I mean, as we spoke to a few other nominees, and it sounds like an easy story at the moment, but I mean, there must have been huge difficulties that you struck along the way. And shukr alhamdulillah, with Allah Ta'ala's grace, you've been able to withstand those. But I mean, tell us a little bit about those early lessons that you had to learn, consistency, persistency, things like that.
I think there's too many lessons to actually talk about, but definitely hard work, a lot of hard work. You combine that with working smart, as most of the people want to do it the easy way today. But a lot of hard work you got to put to the grind. Definitely, you got to cement strong relationships. You got to put together a strong team. The team will only come after a couple of years, but initially it's just about the hard work, consistency, being persistent. Early hours of the morning, there's no such thing as looking at the time and the alarm clock and that kind of stuff. It's making iftar in the workplace. It's making seri in the workplace. It's that kind of stuff in the early years. A lot of sacrifice to the family as well. And it's really you got to put it down to the grind.
Definitely. And tell us, I mean, a little bit about the transition from, you started in manufacturing, as I understand. And alhamdulillah, I've seen some unbelievable retail outlets, that you've recently opened. Tell us about that transition from manufacturing to retail and what that entailed.
So in 1998, I was actually 20 years old, 2021. I opened my first store in Coxted. That was more because we were actually battling to collect money from our debtors. So we decided to open a little store so we could have cash coming in quite quickly. But when we opened the store in Coxted, we realized that retail was the way to go at that time. So within the first 2 or 3 years, we opened like 3 or 4 stores. And that was all the goods that we had manufactured. Then we had bought goods from other people, from other manufacturers as well. Then we introduced beds and lounge suites and appliances over the years. And early 2003, we got into the importing of furniture as well. There was quite a big gap in the market in 2003. And as the years progressed, we got into appliances. And we got into manufacturing our own beds, into manufacturing our own lounge suites. So we tried to vertically integrate quite a few departments in the furniture industry, which actually worked out quite well for us. Because a key component in furniture, especially in a large retail enterprise, is the consistency of stock and the consistency of supply.
Alhamdulillah, as you build, and shukr alhamdulillah, with Allah's grace, it's been an amazing journey for you. What does the future look like for the group, Yusuf?
It's alhamdulillah. I think it's really bright. First of all, post COVID, we grew quite a bit in the last 12 months. We have an exceptional team at our head office. The guys have really proven to have done some magnificent things, and we've opened two really great stores, alhamdulillah, in the last 3 or 4 months. And we're looking at some great big things, inshallah, in the next 2 years. We will actually be doing our vision plan for 2023 in the next 2 weeks, and we would like to cement that, inshallah, and there'll be some good growth.
I was gonna try and end the interview, but you mentioned something so interesting. I can't do it at this juncture. So I'm gonna ask you a little bit, and just as a lesson to share with other business owners and entrepreneurs, a vision plan. I think it's so important in this day and age to understand where you're going and how you're going to get there. Can you share a little bit about your vision plan, just in general, not in specific to your business, but lessons that can be taken in developing a business, a vision plan for anyone watching, any entrepreneur, any businessman?
So there's one thing that I learned in business, which is a very core function, is getting an extremely good business coach to coach your senior leadership team. And I think that growth that needs to come from within your team has to come from a coach. It cannot just appear. We have to work for it. And that's been one of our successful points as well to put together. The vision plan at our head office, alhamdulillah, we do a 1 year, we do a 3 year, we do a 5 year vision plan. We do it with the team. We all sit together. We all share ideas, and that's where the synergy actually happens. And from that, we then ink it, we cement it on the board. We write down the dates, we write down the time, we write down whatever is actually has to go with that vision plan. And we sort of tick it off day by day, minute by minute, hour by hour, to make sure, inshallah, that we actually carry out this plan that we all brought together.
And I mean, that's accountability, right? You holding yourself accountable. And what you've realized, as I understand it, and these are my words, is the business is now bigger than you, and there may be smarter people who are able to bring better things to the table. And yes, you have been the founder, alhamdulillah, and you've taken the business to such a level. But now it's time to stand back a bit and look at, the wood from the trees, and look at that vision. And they often say that a leader of an organization is not leading for today, but they're leading for tomorrow, for next year, for the next 3 or 5 years, as you quite rightly say. So, Yusuf, we commend you, we congratulate you, we admire you, but most importantly, we see you as, inspiration and hope for those would-be entrepreneurs, for those business owners. And we wish you all the luck, inshallah, for these business awards, and look forward to seeing you on the 28th of October, inshallah.
Yeah, no, I'm quite excited. I'm very humbled. I'm very excited. And you mentioned the point, in every department in our business, there's somebody smarter than me in what they do. I could never do all the work that our people do in our company. So, I mean, from HR to marketing to international shipping to strategy, I mean, in every department, we have people that are definitely smarter than us. I think that's one thing that we have to be mindful of. So, Jazakallah for those kind words. I really appreciate it. I'm really looking forward to the 28th as well. I've got a good friend of mine that's also a runner-up with me. I want to wish him all the best as well.
Inshallah.
And thank you so much for having me.
No, only a pleasure. And as I say, we look forward to having a little bit of fun on the 28th, inshallah, and reconnecting. And that's what the Minara Business Awards is about. It's about reconnecting with old friends, recognizing individual and collective achievements, and celebrating business and entrepreneurship, inshallah. Yusuf, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.